join us in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. All right, I will make a motion, the Board of Commissioners motion to approve the April 30th, 2026 regular meeting minutes.
Okay, I will second.
Roll call?
Jill,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
I'll make a motion, the Board of Commissioners motion to approve the May 7th, 2026 regular meeting minutes.
I will second.
Roll call?
Jill,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
All right. We're going to executive session. I'll make a motion in accordance with the Ohio Revised Code 121.22 G3. The Board of Commissioners move into executive session to conference with an attorney for the public body concerning disputes involving the public body that are the subject of pending or imminent court action.
Roll call?
I will second.
Roll call?
Jill,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to exit executive session.
Okay, I will second
Roll
that.
call.
Jill,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes, no action. Thank you, Dan.
Thank you, commissioners. Thank you,
All
Michelle.
right, thanks, Dan. See you Monday.
See you Monday.
The other Dan.
Thank you all.
The other day.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I realized I made a mistake when I forwarded the packet information for the resolution. So I'm gonna just give this to each one of you here.
Hey, you told me you don't make this.
Yeah. It's been a long week.
Yeah.
Thank you, I'll be right back.
And I just highlighted, per request, the last time that we spoke, you mentioned taking the 10-day thing out. So that's essentially what I did here. So I just wanted to make sure that we're all on the same page. We know that that is the intent, to not have the 10-day time frame in there.
Okay.
Okay, looks good.
And that would be the same across all three funds, which.
Yeah. And then
Gotcha.
we'll approve that later on in the miscellaneous resolution.
Okay, and that's it for me.
Well, you're good.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, thanks,
Thanks.
Dan.
Nice and quick
Appreciate
for
you.
once.
Yeah, there you go.
You have a wonderful day.
You too.
Hopefully the sun will decide to pop out sometime.
Well, we'll see how that goes. Jackie,
Miss Jackie.
Good morning.
Good
Morning.
morning.
How's everybody this morning?
perfect.
Good. How
Can't
are
you tell?
You look perfect.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Don't encourage him.
So I have two discussion items this morning. The first is about the 2027 revenue estimates for the tax budget. We talked about the detail last week, and so I brought this week. This is just a summary of what we talked about last week. So it's the four largest portions of our revenue that we need to establish for certification purposes for next year, so we know what we have to work with next year. So it's a summary and then the listed recommendations from DBFM. Unless the board has any questions or wants to discuss further, do you want to move forward with these recommendations?
Yeah, I didn't have any questions.
Okay. I should point out the interest, we did bring in another month's worth of interest,
Okay.
so the projection went up to 7.2 million for
Okay.
this year.
Okay.
I don't think that affects what I would recommend for next year, just because next year it will go down.
Yeah.
Will, yeah, that was my only question, Jackie, was the interest. That's the only one I had a little bit of concern about as far as the tax budget recommendation, but, you know, I still think it's a fairly conservative number. I mean, we probably will be using, you know, our interest will start to go down because of the ARPA funds have found, you know, cleared out by the end of this year, so we'll have less of a balance to be earning investment income on.
Yeah, and the treasurer and investment advisor did show for next year just over 6 million.
Mhm.
So
Okay,
I
yeah.
think 5 million's conservative, and it
conservative,
doesn't restrict
yeah.
us too much, so.
Yeah. Okay, all right.
Okay, so we'll move forward with those numbers on the tax budget.
Mhm.
And then the second discussion item was revisiting the OSU
yeah.
extension contribution for 2026. So we did have a chance to review their financial portfolio a
Yeah.
little better. They do have other funding sources. It looks like a lot of those funding sources are restricted, though. They're gifts that are given for a certain thing, so the majority of their funding is from us. So they requested $127,500. The max I would recommend giving them is $120,000, because that is what was in our budget, and we've also had to cut in other areas of our own budget. So I would say maximum 127,000, but if the board wanted to reduce it, I just, you know, wanted to bring that discussion to the board if you wanted to reduce it.
My thoughts were, and I appreciate that they really had a lot of good conversations. I have quite a few questions for them on their budget. They have a fairly substantial carryover from the funds that are earmarked from us. I was, you know, we talk about everybody having to tighten their belts, and the funding is tight this year, obviously. And I didn't know if it would be a potential recommendation for taking it down to 100,000. That would still leave them with the carryover enough to, supplement their expenses that they're estimating for the year for 2026. That was my only thought, Jackie. I just, we're asking everybody else to kind of look at their budgets and tighten them up. And then they could come to us early next fall for a discussion because, we're funding 2 educators, and those 2 educators our share is about 90,000, between 80 and 90,000. And then with other expenses, and then do we look at, funding 1, or, let's just, see where we're at in the fall, because if we would reduce our funding, perhaps less than the 120, they would have less carryover, at very minimal carryover to the next year, so they would need our funding as soon as possible in January. So that was just some of my thoughts on it. I know we're kind of almost halfway through 2026, so.
Yeah.
What, I was thinking maybe what we could do, considering the carryover, maybe we fund them for part of the year, and then we have maybe a semi-annual review with them about, what they've done and what funding they have remaining.
good idea.
Look at the
Yeah, I would feel
carryover.
better doing that. I would hate to just axe them completely or reduce them. That's substantial for them, even though sounds like I saw they have carryovers, but like you said, a lot of it's restricted.
Well, the carryover is from our fund, which wouldn't be restricted. I was just looking at that.
Oh, just what
Yeah, our
okay.
arts wouldn't be restricted for them, obviously.
Okay.
Because I think they have about 45,000 of carryover from last year, from 2025. So that would give them, if we funded 100, I'd give them 145 from us.
Didn't we give them 120 last year?
Yeah.
And I think it's been roughly 3 years, I think, that we've given
Yeah,
them
because they were at like
120.
105, I think, or something for a long time, and we gradually bumped them up to the 120, because the last couple of years, they've asked for more than the 120, but we stuck to the 120.
Well, I agree with the ladies here about, let's play half and see where we stand. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So we can do half of 120, so we'll do 60, and
Okay.
then see.
Yeah.
And then maybe we could invite them in the August, September timeframe or something
Mhm.
to
Sure.
just share with the program, because I think I don't think we wanna cut programming, but we wanna make sure we're
Mhm.
using the funds as
No, I don't
efficiently
want to
as possible.
discourage them because they
Yeah.
do a great job.
do.
And they
They
do.
report to us with what they're up to, and
Yeah.
it's awesome. But like Joe said, everybody's tightening right now,
Mhm.
and we shouldn't leave them out.
Right.
Let them enjoy the fun too.
They will understand. I mean, I
Oh,
think
yeah, absolutely.
we can't be the only ones.
Right.
Okay,
Is that good?
all right, so
If
I
know
will,
for half.
we'll do a journal entry maybe next week with the decision, and then we'll get an invoice from them for the 60,000.
Good.
Okay, perfect.
That'll
All
work.
right, okay, so I think that's all I have. I don't have any other comments unless the board has questions on the resolution.
I don't.
I
Okay,
don't.
Okay.
Thank you.
thank you.
You're the best.
All right.
I agree with that. All right, I'll start with the journal entries. In accordance with section 305.30K of the Ohio Revised Code, and this board's resolution 21-0396, and this board's resolution 21-0878, the Board of Commissioners acknowledges and approves the county administrator's approval to. I'll make a motion to direct the auditor's office to pay, process the May 7, 2026 bills, ACH payments, wires, journal vouchers, and then and now as applicable, contingent upon the verification of the reports as presented by the county auditor and reviewed by the Department of Budget and Financial Management.
I will second.
Roll call.
Jill?
Yes.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
I'll make a motion to process the May 7, 2026 budget amendments as reviewed and recommended by the Department of Budget and Financial Management.
Okay, I will second.
Roll call.
Jill?
Yes.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Okay, resolutions. I'll make a motion to transfer from Fund 0001, General Fund, to Fund 4002, Multipurpose CBU, ACQ, and Recap.
I will second.
Roll call.
Jill,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to authorize all actions necessary to accept Northeast Ohio Public Energy Council, NOPEC, 2026 Energized Community Grant Funds.
I will second.
Roll call.
Jill,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to accept the grant award from the Ohio Department of Public Safety, Office of Criminal Justice Services, LCJS, 2025 Drug Law Enforcement Grant on behalf of the Portage County Sheriff's Office, Drug and Violent Crime Unit, grant number 2025 DLLEF 26922.
Okay, I will second.
Roll call.
Jill,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to accept the grant award from the Ohio Office of Criminal Justice Services, 2026 Ohio Violent Crime Reduction Grant on behalf of the Portage County Sheriff's Office Drug and Violent Crime Unit, grant number 2026 VCLTF 6909.
Okay, I will second.
Roll call.
Jill,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to declare the necessity to add to the Portage County Commissioners' fleet one abandoned vehicle, a 2024 Lexus RX 350, for use by the Portage County Sheriff's Office.
Why couldn't that have been abandoned in my driveway?
I'm like, that's the year
Yeah.
of my car.
What the heck happened?
What if it's in good shape? I saw a new gray
don't
one
know.
out in the parking lot. I'm thinking, is this our new ride? All right, I will second.
Roll call.
Jill,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
I'll make a motion, the Board of Commissioners agrees to amend Resolution Number 26-0252, adopted on May 7, 2026, correcting a clerical error to omit Drug and Violent Crime Unit.
Okay, I will second.
Roll call.
Jill,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jackie.
Miss Shannon, your daughter was awesome yesterday.
Yes, she was. It was a good game.
Tell her we sent a big old hug.
Okay, I will. Thank you. Last game on that field for her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The senior mom.
She had a
Yes.
good dinger. Went over the fence.
Yes, it was awesome. It was so fun, yes. I don't have horrible news today. That is good. See? No rain cloud too.
No
See?
wonder we're talking to you.
Go, Shannon, no rain clouds.
Thank you.
You.
Okay, let's see here. The HVAC replacement for this building, and we're meeting with the engineering firm today. We're gonna do a Teams meeting. Brian will be there, maintenance staff will be there, so we're gonna go over so that we could get maybe a cost estimate to get on the right track. So I'll let you know how that goes. The 5th floor, the leak, it has been fixed and hopefully it holds. So
Good.
get us through a little bit more time there. If you go to the next page.
Thanks, Ryan. first.
Yes, I will. Yeah, he is a lifesaver.
Our money saver.
Yes, right. The JDC project has started and they are pulling wires finally.
Wow.
So I know, finally, right? So we're on the right track. I would like more of a time frame. I'd like a schedule from them more. That was my discussion on Monday. So he's supposed to give me a timeline. I want to know where we're going.
Okay.
So I'll let you guys know that as well. And then, that's all I have there. See?
Not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah, I didn't have any bad news, really.
Very good.
And then I just have resolutions if the board had any questions on those.
I did not.
I have a question on number 7. Did we hear back from Jill, the clerk of courts?
Did anybody?
Did anyone follow up with her? Because we just passed that last week. So no one thought to call her or follow up?
It was put on for me to put on there, so I don't know. Did you guys send emails out? I don't know if there was any emails.
I believe
sent out.
correspondence was held and we had no answer on several different occasions. Is that correct, Jackie?
No, I'm talking about what we passed last week to this. Did we hear back from her in response to if she's in agreement or any kind of discussions? Because we
Well-
just did it last week.
I think the agreement will be sent to her via DocuSign, and if she has any questions or doesn't want to sign it, then we can take it to the Budget Commission.
Well, I don't think, I'm not in favor of that. I mean, I think we should at least reach out. She's only had it a week. And to just rush this through, we're gonna end up in court on this. I'm gonna tell you right now. Because what happens is if she has to agree, or we have to come to some kind of, an agreement, and if not, there can be a writ of mandamus action filed in the Court of Appeals, and we have to show that we're taking this based on that she's abusing her powers, abusing the funding in that department. And I know
Well-
you guys probably think you can just rush it right through the Budget Commission, because
Who's
you
you
guys
guys?
read the Ohio Revised Code.
Who's you guys?
Probably you and Jill, I'm assuming.
I have no idea what you're talking about,
Really?
really.
Okay, well, I take that back then. So, I would suggest that we pull it and at least reach out to her, because no one has reached out to her. She's only had it less than a week. We're trying to move this through without any kind of conversations, which I totally disagree how this has been handled, because, you know, she did try to reach out to you, Mike. She called you twice and you never
She's
returned her
never
call.
called my phone, ever.
Okay. So I just don't think this is good. We already have a bad morale and relationship with a lot of the elected officials court ordering everything on us. We're in a bad position.
Well,
They
and
don't
this-
trust us to do the right thing.
Well, in this, when I read the Ohio Revised Code, the excess funds in that fund need to be returned to the general fund. And there's over $7 million in that fund as of today, right, 7.4, close to it. Looking at her budget, she only needs approximately 1.1, her budget for 2026 was $1.1 million. So,
And did you take into consideration the amendment that she put through for the increases?
right, because she was gonna give increases in wages and she was adding positions. So, right, so that was about 569,000. So of the 5.5 that we are requesting as excess funds, we wrote the agreement to say of that amount, then 569 would be appropriated to the clerk of court's budget.
And that's under a court order.
And that's under the court order.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it has to be funded.
Correct.
It's not an option.
Correct.
Well, like I said, I don't like the way this whole thing's gone down, and
Well,
I think that we should have at least reached out to her. I mean, or who knows, maybe she's researching it herself.
Well, would she be open to coming in next Thursday and discussing during general session?
I don't know, I haven't talked to her about it. I
Okay,
just
well,
wanted
it
to
seemed
know,
like you-
because when I saw it on here, I'm like, did she agree to this?
Well, and she can read through the agreement that was put together, and if she has any questions, reach out.
So you've given her less than a week to review.
I think this
And
is to
look
get the
into this.
DocuSign that we are agreeing to sign the DocuSign.
Mhm.
We're agreeing to sign the agreement,
Mm-hmm.
and then it will go, she can read the agreement. You know, I don't know why this hasn't been addressed in prior years, because this fund has grown and grown and grown over the years. And the excess contributions into that fund, the excess funds in that certificate of title fund need to be returned to the general fund. And the way I look at it, when I put my spreadsheet together, you know, they should be returning about $1 million every year to the general fund, and that's not been done over how many years?
But Do you know of any plans that she has regarding
So the plans for that
clerk
fund should
reports?
only be, per the ORC, should only be used to fund the expenses needed for the auto title fund.
Correct.
The auto title.
Correct. So
Mhm.
do you know that she doesn't have plans for those funds?
Well, plans would probably just be personal services and materials and supplies, I would think, because we own the building.
Well, you assume, but that's what I'm saying, we have not had these conversations with her, or at least this recent proposal to her. I just wanted to know if we heard back from her.
Well, and I
would
tried to
just
reach
kinda-
out, I've been trying to reach out for the last year, with her, and I've not gotten very far. We had a meeting set up, and 5 minutes before the meeting, I was told that she couldn't attend because there wasn't an agenda. I sent an agenda, she sent me, my question was, how are you calculating the excess funds? Because this became a question for me when I first came in, 2025, and we received an agreement and it said the excess funds is $60,000 and it shall be applied to computer software. And I'm like, so my question was, well, how are you calculating excess funds when I see over $5 to $6 million in this fund and there's only 60,000 of excess funds? So that started the conversation. So there really hasn't been much, you know, she then gave me a list of expenses, and I was like, okay, well, I see your list of expenses, I see that we have excess funds in here. And that was
Have we
probably,
looked at everyone's budget to see where there could be excess funds or a lot of padding? Because I don't know.
well, and this is the only fund, to my knowledge, that, this is a special
Yeah.
revenue fund. And usually special revenue funds work that, you know, money is deposited in there from various things, and they have to be used for a specific expense, right? So this fund, and those stay in there, so they're not general fund money, they don't come back to us if they have excess funds in there. This is the only fund that I could see that I've been researching that is, you know, that the commissioners and the clerk can look at the excess funds in this account, and the excess funds need to be returned to the general fund.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I can give you the ORC if you wanna read it.
Oh, I can read the ORC. I just think we're making a mistake, but I'll vote accordingly.
Okay.
Do you have a recommendation? Do you wanna table it to see if she calls for next week?
Well, I think we should reach out to
Yeah,
her
I'm
to
just
see where she's at.
I say we take a vote, but I'm fine moving forward. I mean, she can not agree to the amount, suggest another amount. I mean, that can open the conversation.
Like I said, I just don't like the way it's been done, and yes, I know there was issues between you and her as far as communication, I do acknowledge that, but, I don't know, I just think that we owe her at least a courtesy to say, because normally before we'd even put that forward, we would have talked with her and agreed on an amount before.
Well, we tried to do that last year. I mean, Michelle and I,
But that was last year. This year, we did nothing. We just ran through 5.5 million, which isn't, according to her, isn't gonna leave us enough money in her account to cover her expenses for 1 year, much less any.
but she receives money on a monthly basis, and I think the net
Well, yeah, she receives about
increase
50
to that
to 100.
fund per month is about 150,000.
Correct, but again, we haven't asked her why she has that money and if she had any plans for it. I mean, I understand there's been communication problems between you and her, but, I mean, I just think as a courtesy, I mean, I've been here 11 years, I have never seen so many court orders and people that just don't trust us to do the right decision, and it's majorly impacting us. I mean, we are in very difficult times. I mean, as far as the budget, we don't have enough money to fund the budget as it is.
Well, prior to you coming on board, back when I worked in this county in the late '70s, there was a group of people, the Good Old Boys Club, that bullied people in this county to make them do what they wanted to and give them the money that they wanted to. And I don't know.
No.
Those days for me are finished.
And these court orders,
Oh, it's been atrocious.
Just this. Yeah. And I didn't realize they could court order so many other things. I mean, I just feel like we've lost all trust in a lot of the people that we're funding that now have a tool to use against us in the court orders, whereas before, we could negotiate with them and they'd work with us and they wouldn't court order. And here we are, we've had the most court orders in county history.
Well, I think the other side of what you're saying is that, and this was my question, we get court ordered by a common pleas judge to take care of Mrs. Fankhauser when she has the money available.
But the money came from that fund. And again, as I stated last week, we've had 2 recent new court orders, but none of that money has come from the general funds. It's come from funds within those departments. It's the same thing with probation.
So why does it have to be an order?
Because you guys wouldn't agree to allow it to happen.
Allow.
You guys.
Well,
Here I am again.
You wouldn't agree, and so they felt like they didn't have the confidence that the board would pass it. So now we've got 2 more court orders.
Yeah, I don't wanna hear it. That's a double-edged sword.
Well, I'm just saying, go ahead, move forward.
Well, and
I'm done.
I do wanna make a comment for the record, because in the April 30th meeting minutes, you know, there was a conversation that I should go back and double check, because, you know, this certificate of title fund, you know, that there has been money brought back to the general fund.
And there has been.
And so I went back and double checked, Sabrina, so thank you for, you know, letting me go back and look at that again. And I just went back to 23 and 24, and of those transfers of $1.955 million that was transferred to the general fund, then there was a resolution, because those agreements said that they were for computer software, computer maintenance, etc. Of that almost $2 million, only $100,000 stayed in the general fund. It was then, by resolution, sent to 2 special revenue funds, which are restricted funds, to pay for some computer software, computer.
Do you know who that software is for?
Well, I know there's a special revenue fund that has court fees going into it, yes.
Yes. And so if she did not give those funds, where do you think the Courtview funds would come from?
They would have come from
The general fund.
No, they would have come from 1008 and 1070 computerization clerk of funds. And as of right now, there's almost $2 million sitting in there. As of last Thursday.
Well, I can tell you, you need to go back further, because I remember when she used to pay Courtview for the entire courthouse, for all the users, she would give the money back and we would use it to pay for Courtview. And then something happened, I forget, like in 19, I think it was, and it got hairy at the courthouse with the Courtview, and then she stopped paying for all the others, and then it came back to the general fund to pay.
But that's fine, if they wanna pay it through their special revenue funds first, that they should be collecting they're collecting fees for computerization fees. They should be using
Who's collecting funds? That's the courts.
the court, and then
Not the clerk of courts.
but a specific amount of all those fees that the courts collect get.
So what are the courts using those funds for then, if they're not using them for Courtview? For the
I don't know, well,
computerization?
we've got $2 million sitting in 2 funds as of last Thursday. So I just wanted to let you know that, you know, I did go back and look, and of, you know, almost $2 million in 23 and 24, only 100,000 of that stayed in the general fund. So I just wanted to let you know, because you had asked that question to me.
But my point is, if she did not give the money back to be paid. Who would have paid it?
It would have been paid out of these two funds, I would assume. I don't know for sure, but
You
I
might
don't
wanna
think that
check
we
on
would
that.
see a $2 million balance there as
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
last week.
You might wanna check the history on
Okay,
that.
well, you know what? Thank you.
Yes, please do.
I'm going to make a motion on resolution number 2, I'm sorry, 3, nope, where am I at?
Which one?
Resolution number
7.
7. Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna make a motion that we table it, give her an opportunity to come in or contact Jill, who's working on this, and we'll move forward on next Thursday.
Okay, I will second.
Roll call.
Jill,
No.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
Okay. Start off with resolutions. I'll make a motion, the Board of Commissioners accepts the proposal of Quality Control Inspection, Inc., QCI, Inc., and enter into an agreement for providing professional construction administration and inspection services for the project known as 2026 Roadway Construction Administration Contract.
Okay, I will second.
Roll call.
Jill,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
I'll make a motion, the Board of Commissioners agrees to approve plans and specifications and set date for accepting bids for the 2026 bridge replacement project in the city of Streetsboro and Atwater Township, Portage County, Ohio.
I will second.
Roll call.
Jill,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
I'll make a motion, the Board of Commissioners accepts the proposal of Euthentics, Inc. and enter into an agreement for providing professional services for the project known as 2026 General Engineering Contract.
I will second.
Roll call.
Jill,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
I'll make a motion, the Board of Commissioners agrees to enter into amendment number 1 for resolution number 25-0189 to extend the term by an additional 1 year and increase by $20,175 for stormwater parcel data maintenance services for the stormwater district.
Okay, I will second.
Roll call.
Jill,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
I'll make a motion, the Board of Commissioners agrees to accept the amended prior year 24 CDBG allocation program scope of work, BF 24, and for the reallocation of funds from the Streetsboro demolition project to the Streetsboro Senior Assistance Mowing Program.
Okay, I will second.
Roll call.
Jill,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
I'll make a motion, the Board of Commissioners agrees to award and enter into contract with 4 Points Architectural Services, Inc. for the CDBG Top Flexible Grant BD 24-1CJ-1 Nelson Township ADA Restroom Update Project, 11642 Wyndham Park Road, Garrettsville, Ohio.
Okay, I will second.
Roll call.
Jill,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes, for God's sakes, let's get that bathroom done.
Hey,
Hey, you never know when I might be up there and need to go.
I know.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Shannon.
you.
All right.
Move on to miscellaneous.
Do it.
All right, I'll make a motion, the Board of Commissioners approve the April 2026 adjustments to the Portage County Water, Portage County Sewer, and Streetsboro Sewer billing accounts as reported on the adjustment report received on May 5th, 2026.
Okay, I will second.
Roll call.
Jill,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
I'll make a motion, the Board of Commissioners acknowledges receipt of the kennel disposition report and intake report for April 27th, 2026 through May 3rd, 2026, as presented by Chief Dog Warden David McIntyre, received on May 7th, 2026.
I will second.
Roll call.
Jill,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
I'll make a motion, the Board of Commissioners acknowledges receipt of the tax estimates as they will appear on the 2027 Certificate of Estimated Resources as presented by the Portage County Auditor, received on May 7th, 2026.
I will second.
Roll call.
Jill,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
I'll make a motion, the Board of Commissioners agrees to sign the application and certificate for payment for the final payment of $6,552 for the Fair Lane WWTP Building Improvements SU-1, which is 23-120, payment to Hummel Construction Company as presented by the Water Resources Department. Additional supporting documentation available upon request.
Okay, I will second.
Roll call?
Jill,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
I'll make a motion the Board of Commissioners authorizes the court administrator to sign the audit representation letter provided by the Portage County Auditor's Office dated May 5th, 2026.
I will second.
Roll call?
Jill,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
All right, the one resolution, I'll make a motion, the Board of Commissioners agrees to adopt revised rules and regulations covering the construction, maintenance, operation, use, and protection of sanitary sewer systems and the waterworks systems in the Portage County Regional Sewer District and Streetsboro Regional Sewer District number 4.
Okay, I will second.
Call the roll, please.
Jill,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes, thank you, ladies. Olivia, thank you. Excellent job. See everyone at 11 for public comment. Do we have any at this time that you're aware of? All right, so let's recess until 11 a.m., please.
Thank you.
All right, sounds like a plan. Do you have anything for us, Michelle?
Yes, ma'am, I do. I do
Oh,
have
I'm
a few
sorry.
Updates.
I didn't pause it yet.
Well, let's just hang in there.
I do not have updates that are, as part of general session.
Yeah, she's
So
talking about
I have
HR.
updates that I can speak with each of you
Oh,
separately.
okay, all right. Thank you so much. Thanks for
You're
playing.
welcome, sir. I'm
We're
all about
11 o'clock.
All right, welcome back from recess. Is there any public comment?
No
That's you.
public comments.
Olivia, that's your,
No
that's
public
your,
comment. No public?
okay.
No, sir.
Madam Administrator, anything to come before the board?
No, sir.
I do not have anything.
I do not.
All right, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I will second.
Call the roll, please.
Jill?
Yes.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes, have a wonderful weekend.
Good job, Olivia.
Need anything, call Michelle.
Absolutely, and then